From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Mon. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Nice throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Haynes. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Mon. They complete it to Hill. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing to 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're going to the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Mon. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mon. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mon. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring out the 4th down.
And they did a good job of sliding around in the pocket. There was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again and then you go to 14.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive. And they'll get this out to the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
26,
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Made open, here's Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did get points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 29. It's Hill, complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Long looks to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mond looks to throw on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Haynes. And he lost the football. It's loose. This is put to the Minnesota. And these guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. There are 2 words words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The left side complete to Troutman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
There's conversion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Flush down right. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. We send you over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and the PA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying, don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Shotgun. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
making send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return is Ward. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That was across midfield and inside the 45. Big connection on that one. 32 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful play.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now back to throw. Fired quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them down on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Haynes. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. To Jefferson on the sling. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. I'm going to throw it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come out on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the try here for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And they get him down. The number 4 takes it across the 40-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He finds some open field there. Touchdown, Jones. Great play there. The 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Seibert on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up. A total of 17 to 10. Drive started at 125. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. With the football going back to the Vikings offense. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. On to the air on 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Throwing in on 2nd down. Mon looking left side, he's got him in. That's Shepard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then curls back inside for the completion.
And taking it across midfield and into inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. It's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. First down now, but that clock rolling. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man right over Joe Kane. Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they try the sweep to Jones. Just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Mon and the Vikings now down 24-17. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. He finds his man complete. It's Haynes. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, and a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Saints are the champions of the NFC. As we say thank you for watching, and good night, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
tonight. It's the National Football League.
And here we go. The first Super Bowl of the 30s. Super Bowl 64 is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to work them into a Super Bowl win.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means if I want to run it inside, if you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Johnson. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Spins by. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog up the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your opponent, know that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lost it. It's a fumble, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll run on 1st down. Camp. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Johnson now. Throwing on 1st down. Showing the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 7 yards to pick up there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw on 2nd down. Johnson. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to take it down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Johnson to throw on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll run on the draw. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st down, Camp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Johnson's throw complete there to Smith.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Sliding up, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
You often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you have to take your chance of him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in strike.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. It is a defense. Nothing do, says the referee. We're going the other way. We'll see you hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Johnson, they'll roll him out right. Oh, what a move. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson over the middle, complete. It's Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the ground. And the Express continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick themselves back up. They'll go out near midfield at the
you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. 7 yards, the pickup there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Yeah! Nothing here!
First down now with that clock rolling. On play action, they'll throw. Open receiver complete. Touchdown Saints. Great effort there. 41 yards. And the Saints are on the board here in this Super Bowl. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
I just hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, about the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set man to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Carter now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now Johnson on 1st and 10. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before it's taken down.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Operating from the gun. Johnson. Another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Johnson now on 1st down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. On third down, Camp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Camp. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On first down, Camp. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it in the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Express are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Jones has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Ryan Barnes showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The hitter here, it's complete. Oh, look at the juke. He'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Given no time on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Camp.
I think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And they go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Back out comes San Antonio. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They'll run on first down. Camp. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take... Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 48.